Hello, YouTube! We're on the Real Programming channel. I'm its host. My name is Andrei. I greet you, welcome you. This is our 13th lesson. It's about HTML and JavaScript. We'll talk about Chapter 3 events, handlers, and all that jazz. A little interactions. Okay, let's go. Man or mannequin, you decide. You still haven't reached how to touch your user. You learned the basics of JavaScript, but can you get interactive with your users? When pages respond to your users' input, they aren't just documents anymore, they're living, reacting application. In this chapter, you're going to learn how to handle one form of user input, excuse the pun, and wire up on an old-fashioned HTML form element to actual code. It might sound dangerous, but it's also powerful. Strap yourself in. This is a fast-moving to the point chapter where we go from zero to interactive up in no time. Get ready for web wheel tunes. Okay, we've dragged you through a lot of JavaScript fundamentals so far in this book, and while we talked a good game on building web apps, we don't have a lot to show for it yet. So now we're going to get serious. No, really, we mean it is this time, and build something real world. How about a playlist manager? We'll call it something original, like save wheel tunes. Add new songs anytime. Displays all your favorite web tunes right in the browser. Completely browser-based, no server-side code needed or required. What we're going to build? Brain power. Given what you know about this code, we don't load in it. Can you guess what this code might do? Button click, handle button click. Getting started. We don't need to create a big complex web page to get this started. In fact, we can start very simply. Let's just create an HTML5 document with a form and list element to hold the playlist. Okay. So. Just your standard HTML5 head and body. We are going to be putting all your JavaScript in a playlist, that JavaScript file. And don't forget, remember, you will find all the code and materials of this lesson under this video in the description link to Google Drive, and not link to Google Drive. We included a style sheet to give our playlist app a nice look, $feel. All we need is a simple form. Here is the weight of text field to type in your songs. We are using the HTML5 placeholder attribute that shows an example of what to type into in the input field. And we've got a button with an ID and of add button to submit your new additions to the playlist. We are going to use a list for the songs. For now it's empty, but we'll change that with JavaScript code in a sec. Give it a test drive. And go ahead and type in the code book, load it into your favorite browser and give it a speed before moving on the next page. Here's what you should see. But nothing happens when I click Add Song. Yes, well, and no, nothing appears to happen, but your browser knows you clicked on the button. Depending on your browsers, you will also see the button to press. The real question is, how do we get the button to do something when you click on it? And what the question really means is, how do we get some JavaScript code invoked when you click on a button? We need two things. One, we need a bit of JavaScript code that will get evaluated when the user clicks on the song button. This code will, once we've written in, and add the song to your playlist. 2. We need a way to hook up that bit of code so that when the button is clicked, JavaScript knows to run your song code. When the user clicks or touches on a gesture-based device, a button will want to know about it. We're interested in the button was just clicked even. Hey, I'm really interested in your button. Would you let me know if anyone clicks on you? Great! You will be the first to know in the event that happens. Your button. Handling events. This is your code. You're going to see that many things are happening in the browsers while your page is being displayed. Buttons are being clicked. Additional data your code requires from the network may be earnings. Timers may be going off. We'll get to all that. All these things cause events to happen. A button click event, a date available event, a time expired event, and so on. There are many more. Whenever there is an event, there is an opportunity for your code to handle it. That is to supply some code that will be involved when the event occurs. Now you're not required to handle any of these events, but you'll need to handle them if you want interesting things to happen when they occur, like say when the button click event happens. You might want to add a new song to the playlist. When the new date arrives, you might want to process it and display it in your page. When a timer fires, you might want to tell the user their hold on front row text is going to expire, and so on. So we know we want to handle the button click event. Let's see how we do that. Making a plan. Let's step back for a second before we lose ourselves and handles and events. The goal here is to click on Add Song and have a song added to a playlist on the page. Let's attack the tasks like this. 1. Set up a handler to handle the user's click on the Add Song button. 2. Write the handler to get the song name, the user type it in, and then create a new element to hold the new song and add this element to the page's DOM. If these steps aren't clear to you, don't worry, we'll explain it as we go. For now, just get a feel for the steps and follow along as well. Get that handler written. Go ahead and open up a new file, playlist.javascript, for all your JavaScript code, getting access to the Add Song button. To ask the button to let us know when a click event occurs, we first need to get access to the button. Likely we created the button using HTML markup, and that means you guessed it is represented in the DOM, and you already know how to get elements in the DOM. If you look back at the HTML, you'll see we give the button an ID of add button, so we'll use getElementById to get a reference to the button. Now we just need to give the button some code to call when a click occurs. To do that, we are going to create a function named handleButtonClick that will handle the event. We'll get into function in a bit. For now, here is the function. The function is named handleButtonClick. We'll get to the specifics of the syntax in a bit. A function gives you a way to package up code into a chunk. You can give it a name and use the chunk of code wherever you want. We put all the code we want to execute when the function is called within the breaks. Right now we're just going to display an alert when this function is called. Given the button click handler, we'll talk about this in the next lesson. And this is our 13th lesson about HTML and JavaScript is over. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, please put likes, share with friends, and don't forget Comment, meditate, do exercise every evening, drink more water for the brain, eat fruit, bananas, chocolate and nuts. That's all, thank you. Bye!